What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. Y'all, let me tell you how Lowe's has been trying me for the past week, okay? For those of you guys who live outside of the United States, Lowe's is like a hardware and appliance store. I'm not sure what the equivalent for you guys, like I don't know what that equivalent would be. Anyway, Chops and I ordered ourselves a new stove because the one we have doesn't work, okay? So they're like, awesome, cool, you ordered the stove today, it's gonna be here tomorrow. We're like, man, that's super soon, but okay. Then they call us the day it's supposed to be delivered. They're like, actually, it was super damaged. You can't have it. And the next ones won't be in stock until after the new year. And we're like, that's over a month for a stove. But you know what? It's worth it. We want this stove. We spent months picking out this stove, okay? Then they call us the day after that. They're like, surprise, it's actually going to be here on Saturday. We're like, man, that's so great. You guys managed to find us a stove. They bring it Saturday, the guy tests it, hooks it up, whatever. He's like, yeah, you're all good. We're like, sweet, we're all good. We got a new stove. We're excited. We feel like adults, okay? Come the next day, we figure out that the stove part works, but the oven doesn't work. And I was like, well, guess we got to return this one. Call them Monday. We're like, hey, so the oven doesn't work. We need a new one. And they were like, oh my God, you know, like, we're so sorry. We will upgrade you, but price match you so that you can get the one you want, because the one that you want in stock is now not in stock till mid-January. We're like, freaking fantastic. So then they send us another stove. This was yesterday, okay? They sent us another stove and they sent us the wrong one. We were supposed to get a gas stove. They sent us an electric stove. So this is not one, not two, but 3 failed deliveries on their part. So tell me why, when I called them yesterday, I was like, hey, you guys screwed this up. You gave us an electric one. It's supposed to be a gas one. So I need you to send me the gas one, please, tomorrow. Like, you know, and I was very nice. I'm always very clear with like the customer service people, whatever, like, hey, I understand this isn't on you. This is like a warehouse issue, whatever. I don't know. And I'm not upset with you. I'm just upset with the situation. And they've all been very understanding, very nice, super, super sweet. All of them have just been so nice, okay? So why did the girl at the warehouse, like, put me on hold, come back and say, well, we'll go ahead and send this one out for you, but this is the last time that we're going to be able to swap this out for you guys. Excuse me? Excuse the flip out of me? Well, you know, it just gets a little funky on our end when we keep having to change item numbers like this. Yeah, well, it sounds like y'all should have done your job right in the first place. But y'all are not about to tell me that I can't get the stove that I want because it makes things funky on your end because y'all are messing. Now, what I said when she told me that was, I completely understand. So I just would like to go over this in triplicate to make sure that I have things right on my end and you have things right on your end. The call is being recorded. I am taking notes so that if something goes wrong, at that point, it's an act of God. There's nothing either one of us could do, right? She's like, yeah, sure, of course. So I'm like, okay, is this the item number? Are you sure? Is this the model number? Are you sure? Is it a gas range, not an electric range? Are you sure? Is this the price? Are you sure? Because if it shows up at my house and there's another issue and y'all try to tell me that you will not fix the issue for me, I cannot be held responsible for what I do next. I simply cannot. Anyway, that's just a fun little anecdote for you. I'm sorry, it's kind of long. It's a little long, but anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. Today we are here to watch Daily Juicy Memes, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Fresh juicy memes. Every day 7 p.m. British time. Mariah Carey right now.
Defrosting.
How I sleep knowing I'll never cheat on anyone.
Like a baby.
Dad, fast asleep. The channel gets changed. Dad, hey, I was watching that.
Awake as hell.
Websites when you visit them for the first time.
Offering you cookies, yes. Fun fact about this picture, right? I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure what happened with to make this picture is that this guy wanted to be a meme so bad. He wanted to be a meme so bad. So he took all these pictures and tried to memeify himself, thus becoming a meme within a meme. And this is all happening on Twitter. But then it got filtered down and filtered through, and now he's like an official meme online. So he achieved his goal ultimately, but he had to become the main character of Twitter and the butt of many jokes before that happened. Just a little meme history. I'm something of an internet historian myself.
Pressing play on Netflix with a full plate of food. Finally,
I'm getting ready to relax. Yes.
When I'm in a cooking competition and my opponent is any grandma in the world. TV comedians carefully crafting the most unfunny jokes you've ever heard.
Honestly and truly, I feel like there's so few actually funny TV shows now. I feel like Abbott Elementary is fantastic. I think it's so good. I don't know if Brooklyn Nine-Nine is still on or if they had their final season or whatever, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine is hilarious. And and Bob's Burgers. Obviously Bob's Burgers is fantastic. But everything else, I'm just do you guys keep up with the culture at all? Do you guys know what people find funny anymore? Or are we just gonna keep recycling jokes from 25 to 30 years ago? Okay, I understand that for a lot of us, the 90s don't feel that far away. But trust me, comedy-wise, the 90s are pretty freaking far away.
Colonel Sanders.
Okay.
Chicken. Me. Closes door with slightly more force than usual. Mom, wouldn't that make you? Talking back to me.
Exactly.
My alarm went off. So you're going to get out of bed, right? You're going to get out of bed, right? Well written, structured, original joke, memers. A video about a chip spinning for an hour. Wheeze. When you're the only one of the boys who still hasn't got a girlfriend, but you helped all of them to get this. I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. Music composers in the 1700s. I just composed a 10-minute symphony without repeating a single chord progression. Music composers now. I just made a song using the same 4 chords as my last 6 songs.
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Hey, they popped off with that song too though.
The rich. Why don't the poor just make some moves in their lives to get themselves out of poverty? People in poverty.
Right, exactly. What moves do you want me to make? What exactly do you want me to do? I think it's so interesting how few people understand how the cycle of poverty inflicts, how the cycle of poverty works. You know what I mean? It's rough out here, y'all.
Xi Jinping seeing mass protests break out across China. Oh, bother. Me to my friend. What just happened can never happen again. And you can't tell anyone.
What happened?
My friend who just witnessed me drive through a mall. Though I walk through the shadow of death, I fear no evil.
Is the valley of the shadow of death. Come on, guys, get your biblical quotes right.
Me solving questions in an exam. Me deciding which meme to send to someone depending on their meme knowledge. Sea shanties are better than 80% of the music released in recent years. Change my mind.
80%? I wouldn't say that.
Mauna Loa,
then a lot,
world's largest volcano erupts in Hawaii. That's another one for apocalypse bingo.
Yeah, I know people are like, oh my god, it's a natural wonder. That's so cool. I'm like, great, cool, awesome. So we're all gonna freaking die. That's great. Glad it's gonna be picturesque at least.
I'm the dumbest man alive.
Oh.
I spend $7.99 a month to prove I exist.
What?
Twitter blue users. You're clearly dumber. People who only do YouTube shorts aren't real YouTubers. Change my mind. People with an SSD. It's been 10 seconds. Why it hasn't turned on. People with an HDD. 5 minutes in. This is fine.
Chillin'.
When you sleep to avoid your problems, but end up dreaming about them.
That ain't nothing but a word.
Unnecessary nudity. Good 80s to 90s anime.
Also, every HBO show ever to exist in history.
Remember when players appreciated the content game developers made for them? Realistic humans remember.
Agreed.
Thank God I survived my surgery. God really does work miracles. The surgeon had just spent the last 10 hours making sure the patient didn't die.
Am I a joke to you, bitch?
TikTokers wasting food. How to basic.
I don't get it.
Homework is due tomorrow. Homework is due tomorrow. Homework is due tomorrow.
Ha!
Friend, I would do anything for $1 billion. Heck, I would even kill someone. Me, alright. $1 billion if you kill John Wick's dog.
That, when I said someone, I was referring to a people, a human being, a legume, if you will. Okay? Not to a pupper. Thank you very much.
Holiday specials when the show airs. Holiday specials when you're binge watching all 10 seasons. Do British websites use biscuits?
Ha!
Me, her friends. The guy she says not to worry about. Money doesn't bring happiness. Me with money.
Happy as hell.
I guess we've moved on from he'll never work again. Me texting my friends mental health advice when I belong in an asylum. Are you making a good choice? A next-gen console for $499.99.
Right.
Kevin for $499.99.
Now how can you ask me to choose? Joke's on you. I ain't gotta choose because my daddy loves me and he got me an Xbox Series X. So I could get Kevin with a guilt-free conscience.
I wish I could help you, Basil, but I'm a family doctor and you're an orphan.
That's rude.
Germany saying respecting others is a priority. German commentator calling Qatari clothing bathrobes.
Come on, man.
When you find your childhood video that you watched 6 years ago, you're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
That just reminded me that I finally saw that movie for the first time, and none of you guys wanted to warn me that that movie was going to rip my heart out into tiny little pieces? The internet is always like, how to train your dragon this, how to train your dragon that, and Hiccup has a glow up, and blah, 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 blah. And they don't ever talk about the saddest death in a movie, one of the saddest deaths that I have seen in a movie since The Lion King. None of you guys wanted to warn me because y'all are fake friends and fake fans. You know I'm sensitive.
My workplace calculating the worst times possible of my spare free time to schedule a work day.
Hey, do you want to work between 11 and 7? Does that sound good to you? You can't do anything in the morning and you're going to be too tired after your 8-hour shift to do anything at night. Does that sound fun? Does that sound like a good deal to you?
When you take a short nap after turning off your alarm.
Sleep is hell.
Your face when you accidentally open the front camera. Your score is a negative number. You're playing golf.
Yeah!
MFs after commenting there is no one in the picture on a post of John Cena.
Cackling.
2019 was 1 year ago. Pandemic.
Don't.
In 1 month.
Don't.
2019 will have been 4 years ago.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I don't need to know that. I don't need to hear that. That's not what I watch daily juicy memes for.
Goth versus goth.
Joke's on y'all. None of those are actually goth, okay? This is a real goth. It's a history joke, guys.
People with nut allergies when I drop an atomic bomb on them. Share this picture of Xi Jinping to get him banned from his own country. I support the Han Khan protesters.
Oh my god.
So why did you get fired?
Yep.
Immune system. I've raised your body temperature to kill the invaders. Me, but that will kill me too. Immune system, then perish.
Exactly. Exactly.
Me, eating Thanksgiving dinner alone and deciding not to socialize. Aunt, I can tell that no one likes you. Me, but you can't tell your kids who their daddies. Me, everyone else at the dinner.
But good for you. Good for you.
A few moments later.
While I was shooting my outro, my new stove showed up. So my apologies if the editing in this is a little disjointed, okay? Your girl was busy being grown. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, ho biscuits. It's Skittenlit.